Hello there, 5th graders. This is Mrs. Medina, and this week we are going to work on pages 128, 129, and 130 in your Bridges Math Workbook. Remember, you do not need to watch the entire video. This video is for you to check your work, give you some extra help, and if you're unsure or not confident in how to do the problems, you can follow along with your pencil and workbook with you. You do not have to watch the entire video. In fact, I encourage you to do the problems on your own and then watch the video to check your work. So remember, for this exercise, you should have your Bridges Math Workbook ready, a pencil, a calculator, scratch paper, or a whiteboard handy. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, 5th graders, on page 128, we're going to start with or without. And we're going to return back to our character, Callie, who is trying to raise money to buy soccer cleats for her soccer team. I'm going to read aloud the story, and then you can follow along with your pencil or in your workbook on hand. Callie's friend Vanessa also wants to raise money and decided to sell homemade frozen yogurt to her friends and neighbors. Number 1. Vanessa will sell vanilla yogurt for $2.50 a cup. Fill in the table to show how much money Vanessa will make if she sells 19 cups of vanilla yogurt. Note, you do not need to use all the boxes in this table or those below. Just use as many as you need and leave the rest. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So we have 1 cup of yogurt and it's $2.50. We're trying to get to 19. So I'm going to use the strategy of doubling my numbers until I get close to 9, and then I'm going to try and figure out how much it is for 10. Remember, 10 plus 9 is 19. So I know that if I have a 1, I can easily make a 10. All right, go. And you can do this in any order. This is just one way to solve this problem. Okay, so I'm going to start with 2. So I know that for 2 cups of yogurt, I just double $2.50. $2.50 plus $2.50 is $5 whole. It's really important with when we're working with money or decimals, try and make sure you include the decimal point and the zeros as placeholders. Okay, now instead of going to 3, I'm going to just double the 2 to make 4. So if I double the 2, that means I just double the 5. This is so easy. 5 plus 5 is 10. Don't forget to use your decimal and your placeholders. So now I have 4. I'm going to double again to get to 8. So 4 times 2 is 8. Now I just double the 10. 10 plus 10 is easy, 20. Okay, so now I'm at 8. So what I'm going to do next is I'm not going to go to 9. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to 10. And I'll show you why. 10's the easiest one. If you can figure out 1, you can easily figure out 10. Remember, I need 10 to make 19. So I'm going to jump to 10. And remember that trick with 10? To get to 1 to 10, I just add that 0 or I multiply it by 10. When we're multiplying a decimal by 10, all you have to remember is to push it 1 place to the right. That's why we have that 0. We're going to move it 1 place to the right. So if I were to move the decimal over to the right, that would push it over to the 5. And so this would be $25.00. Okay, now my next step is to get to 9. Well, I know that to make 9, I just need to go 1 plus 8. So remember, 1 plus 8 makes 9. So to get the price for 9 cups of yogurt, I'm going to add the price of 1, add the price of 8. This is going to be actually pretty easy. $2.50 plus $20. Think about it. It says 2 plus 20 is 22, and then add the 50 cents. So this will be $22.50. Okay, now my last step is 19. If you have a 10 and you have a 9, 10 plus 9 makes 19. You're just going to add the price of 10, add the price of 9. If you cannot do this in your head, I recommend that you use a whiteboard. Don't forget that when you're adding or subtracting decimals, you always line the digits up, stack them, and make sure the decimals line up. So 25 plus $22.50 is going to come to $47.50. So luckily, I did not need to use the 2 extra spaces. Those are leftover spaces that I don't need. So for 19 cups of yogurt, we figured out that Vanessa will make $47.50 if she sells 19 cups of yogurt. Okay, let's go on to number 2. Number 2, Vanessa will sell vanilla yogurt and waffle cones for $2.75 each. Fill in the table to show how much money Vanessa will make if she sells 21 cones of vanilla yogurt. So she wants to sell waffle cones. I actually have a waffle cone to show you. So this is a kind of a waffle cone box. It looks like that. And she's selling them for $2.75. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same strategy that I used to get the 19 in the other problem. I'm going to start with doubling. I'm going to start with 1. I'm going to double the number until I can get to 10. And then I'm just going to continue to go on from there. Okay, let's start with 1. So if I double $2.75, so you can use a calculator or you can use a scratch piece of paper or a whiteboard. $2.75 plus $2.75 comes to $5.50. Okay, now I'm going to continue to double. So 2 times 2 is 4. So then I'm going to double $5.50. $5.50 plus $5.50 is going to come to $11. And I'm going to continue to double. I'm going to double the 4 to make 8. So I'm going to double 11. That's pretty easy. 11 times 2 is 22. And now I'm going to jump to 10. 10's also an easy one. Remember the trick with the 10? If I'm multiplying a decimal by 10, that means I have to move the decimal 1 place to the right. So if I move one place to the right, this will become 27.50. Okay, so now I'm at the 10. Now I have to get to 21. Now if I have 10, I can know that I can easily get to 20, right? So to get to 20, again, I just double the 10. 10 times 2 is 20. So then I'm going to double the price of $27.50. So you can use a calculator or a scratch piece of paper. $27.50 plus $27.50 is going to come to $55. Okay, so now I'm almost done. I just have to get to 21. Pretty easy. Think about the price of 1 plus the price of 20. 1 plus 20 makes 21, so I'm going to add the price of 1 to the price of 20. So $55 plus $2.75 comes to $57.75. Again, I did not need the extra spaces in the ratio table. So if Vanessa sells 21 cones of vanilla yogurt, she will make $57.75. Okay, let's go on to number 3. Vanessa will also offer a variety of toppings for her yogurt for 35 cents a scoop. Fill in the table to show how much money Vanessa will make if she sells 49 scoops of toppings. So think about toppings as sprinkles, peanuts, M&Ms, jelly beans, chocolate chips. So Vanessa is selling one scoop for 35 cents. And she wants to know how much she will make for 49 scoops of toppings. Well, 49 is a pretty large number. Okay, so what I'm going to do for 49 is I want you to kind of think about that doubling strategy. We're going to use the same strategy that we used for problem 1 and problem 2. The only difference is we're going to have to go beyond 20. So remember in the previous problem, we were able to double the 10 to get to 20. So we could use that same strategy for getting to 40. Remember, 40 is 20 doubled. 20 times 2 is 40. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with 2. So remember, this is 35 cents, not $35. $0 and 35 cents, or 35 hundredths. Okay, if I double 35 cents, 35 plus 35 altogether makes 70 cents. Okay, now I'm going to double the 2. So that means I'm going to double 70 cents. 70 cents plus 70 cents makes 140 cents. In other words, that is $1.40. Now I'm going to double the 4 to get to 8, just like I did in the previous problem. $1.40 times 2 is going to be $2.80. Okay, now I'm going to skip and I'm going to go to 10, just like I did in the previous problem. So I'm going to use that same strategy. Whenever I multiply a decimal by 10, I move the decimal one place over to the right. Boop. So this is actually going to change. Instead of 35 cents, this will become $3.50. Okay, so next, I'm trying to get to 49. So I should try and get 40, and I need to also figure out 9. So I'm gonna start with 9 first, because I know that we've done 9 before. So I'm gonna start with 9, because I know that I can make 9 already, and then I'm gonna kind of save that number. So to get 9, remember, I add 1 plus 8. 1 plus 8 is 9. So then I'm going to add the price of 1 scoop with the price of 8 scoops. So $2.80 plus 35 cents is going to be $3.15. Okay, so what I'm going to do with 9 is I'm actually going to kind of save 9. I'm going to color in 9 because I just want you to remember that we're coming back to 9. I'm just going to mark it, highlight it. So we're going to come back to that price. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get to the 40. So because I have 10, I'm going to easily jump to 20. Remember how I just double the 10? Double $3.50. When I double $3.50, that becomes $7. Okay, so now I have 20. I can easily get to 40 by doubling the 20. 40 times 2, remember, 40 times 2 makes 40, so then I just have to double the 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Okay, now you're going to see why I saved the 9. I'm trying to get to 49. So what I have to do is I have to figure out the price for 40 and figure out the price for 9. 40 plus 9 is 49. So now to figure out the total price for 49, I'm going to add $3.15 plus $14, which will come to $17.15. So Vanessa will make $17.15 for selling her toppings at 35 cents each.